Watch this. You're going to be like so super impressed with this. This is high tech is what I'm saying.
Talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. I said talk is cheap. It's overrated. My actions speak what I'm actually saying. 'Cause in the end, what you do, that's gonna hang around. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things. Don't amount to nothing. Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.
Hello and welcome to Talk is Cheap, episode 41. That's right. Last week we celebrated the very special episode 40. We had a fun time. If you did not see that episode, make sure you check it out. It's on the Rhonda Corey comedy page, and it's also on my YouTube page, which is also titled Rhonda Corey Comedy. Here we are at Talk is Cheap, the show where you get what you pay for, because we don't have a budget. We're working on it though. Panhandling, whatever we need to do, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get a budget here, but we have so much fun. It doesn't matter, right? No, of course it doesn't matter. Hey, I just wanna say hello. Let's see, Michelle Van Dusen is very excited. She says, "Yay, it's showtime!" And Karen is here, and she says, "Hey there." Leslie Robb is here. Hey, Leslie, it's good to see everybody. Make sure if you're here, we wanna hear from you. You know. No one wants to hear me talk that much, and I'd rather talk about you. It's so much more fun. But we have an exciting show for you again tonight on this Thursday evening. Is it Thursday? It's Thursday evening. Do you lose track of your days like I do? I'm like, what day is it? It's Thursday, right? Yeah, okay. This is me all day. Anyway, so we have an exciting show. We do, Michelle Van Dusen is in the house. That's right. We have Brian Kahatsu. He's back because, if you noticed on our first poster, we had Devin Henderson, and he was very excited. He was going to come on. He was going to do some magic. He was going to be our guest. He was going to play games, but Devin threw out his back. And so it's really hard to do magic with a bad back, I guess. I don't know. I've never done any magic at all. But, except for when I apply makeup. That's kind of, anyway. So he wasn't able to join us, but our co-host is here, the very amazing and funny and talented Maurice Brown. We're going to bring him up in a minute, but let's see. Cherie says, "Rhonda, do you like the way I talk about how you say? Is that how you would say it, Cherie? I don't know. That's how I envision you saying it." And Leslie says, "Since COVID, yep, I lose track of those days too." Thank you, Leslie, for, you and I we're like that, Leslie. So yeah, I know it's been crazy. I mean, I always had trouble with what day it was before, but now really. Hey, you guys, I don't do this very often, but I would love it if you have not liked my comedy page or followed me on Instagram. I'd love for you to do that. You can do that. It's Rhonda Corey Comedy on Facebook and on Instagram. And you're probably watching on Facebook. So, yeah. But that would be really great if you would do that. I would like it. And, there could be a gift in it for you. Andy Beningo said, "Where's Chewy?" Don't worry, Andy. We have the Chewy cam too tonight so far. Chewy has not left us, so that's always nice. Karen does want to say hi to Michelle, Brian, and Maurice. You're going to get to see them in a second. As a matter of fact, I don't want to wait any longer. I want to bring up my co-host. You may have seen him. He was cast in the faith-based comedy Love Different. It's from 2016 with the late Tommy Ford and Jen Gotzon. You can see this on Amazon Prime and on PureFlix, so you can check it out. Don't do it right now because we're doing the show, but like right afterwards, that would be really okay. That'd be cool. He also produces family-friendly comedy shows and has been performing in the Washington, D.C. area since 2010. Please welcome, for the very first time on Talk is Cheap, my co-host, Maurice Brown. Give it up, you guys. Give it up for Maurice, everybody. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. This is an honor. Rhonda, thank you so much for having me on the show. This is good stuff here. You know,
I'm excited to have you on the show, Maurice, because I was fortunate enough to be in the presence of you on your show, and now I was like, please come on my show, Maurice. You know, it'll be fun. I told him that. So you guys,
this will be a lot of fun, Rhonda. You know, you mentioned the film Love Different that I was a part of in 2016 with Tommy Ford and Jen Gotzon. And, you know, we're comics. That comedy prepared me for that role because I had to do a scene with Tommy and Jen, the most critical scene of the film. A lot of verbiage, and as comics, we have to remember everything anyway. I mean, we got tons of jokes that we remember. So I was able to translate that into the film. 14 takes for the most critical part of the film, and I had to nail it every time. Think comedy prepared me for that, and you know, they put me in a very serious role too. I guess they're trying to tell me something. I don't know. Anyway, but it was a lot of fun. Great film. You got to check it out. Good comedy. Great comedy.
Oh, I have to watch it. I can't wait. That's awesome. So you said it's on Amazon Prime and it's on PureFlix, right?
It's on Amazon Prime, PureFlix, and ChristianCinema.com.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to check it out. What's it about? Just give me a little.
Well, you know, it's really interesting. It's about different races. We have like a Caucasian female from a small town in Idaho who goes to the big city to work at an all African-American law firm. That's where the comedy begins. And so, so there's a lot of jokes about the different races the entire film, which is really funny, and they're just stereotypical jokes, the stuff that people think is true. And so it's just kind of going back and forth. But crux of the film is about a man that lost his faith in God and the church, and it's about him coming back to his faith. That's really the central part and theme of the film, but it's surrounded by a lot of comedy. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that I can't wait to check it out. It's nice to be able to watch something that that's clean for a change. It's nice to be able to even have that option, right?
Well, you know, Rhonda, it's one of those things. It's like people are so sensitive about jokes. You know, as comics, we live in a political correct world now. It's like you can't talk about anything. Nothing. And so we did that, and we're able to poke fun at each other's races, and it was all underhanded pitches. And it was just funny. It was just funny. You can't get mad at it. And the way our world is going right now, we need to be able to laugh about things like that. So please check it out. Very funny.
Yeah, you guys, after this is over, don't go right now because I know. But after this show's over, you have something to watch, and you're welcome, people. That's how we are. We're givers here on Talk is Cheap. Cherie wants to say hi to you.
Hey, Cherie.
Andy Meningo says Maurice is the man. Andy, is that how you would say it? Yeah.
Good to hear from you, man.
Karen said she bought his film. You bought this film, and she said she liked it for the family. That's awesome. Oh,
Thanks,
awesome.
Karen. I appreciate that. Awesome.
So you are in the DC area.
Yeah.
You are. Yeah. So what's it like there right now with What is it? Oh gosh, what is it like there with the whole pandemic and everything? And
Yeah.
what's
Well, the number one thing is, Rhonda, nothing. But outside of that, it's a pretty good comedy town. DC's very cerebral. So it's a political town, so they think they have to figure every joke out like it's a logarithm.
yeah,
It's not that serious. It's just a joke. Relax.
right.
So, but they force you to write your jokes well. Like you can't just serve up anything. If you're from Philadelphia or Chicago or Boston or New York, nothing personal, but you can just go to those cities, have a great time as long as you're a good performer. But in DC, the jokes have to be written well to win over the audiences. So it actually makes you a better comic.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Hey, Leslie Robb is from the DC area as well. Do you know Leslie?
I do not know Leslie. She's a comic, stand-up comedian.
She is a comic, and actually, she was on our show recently. So yeah, so you'll have to meet Leslie. She's wonderful. We just love her, love her, love her, love her.
Yeah,
So,
awesome. Yeah, I have to look you up, Leslie. I have not had the pleasure of running into Leslie out there on the circuit in DC. And the thing about it is, I don't know, Leslie, how you operate, but the comedy that I normally do in DC, I'll do comedy anywhere. It's always clean, no question, but I'll go anywhere and do comedy. So I find myself running into a lot of these young comics who are, they're kind of wild. So I run into them a lot, but it gives me a great opportunity to witness Christ to these these comics in these environments. So God is just using me to do that, and it's been going pretty well.
that's awesome, Maurice. Hey, I just want to let everybody know, I don't want to forget, in case, just in case, if you want to give Maurice a follow, which of course you should, you can follow him, Maurice Brown, on Facebook, Maurice Brown Comedy Hour. I think you have 1 and 2 on Instagram, and Maurice _E_Brown on Twitter, right? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay,
that's
good.
Correct. Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So just being in the DC area, I'm married to a beautiful lady from Brazil. We got 3 kids, 23, 21, and 18. And I told my kids all the time when they were growing up, hey, listen, you're not thugs, okay? Just understand. Okay, you have a dad who's a black man that talks like Tom Hanks. So, not going to work out too good. You're not going to be a hit at the cookout. Don't just stop.
That's hilarious. Hey, Maurice, let's talk a little bit about your show too. You have a show on a live stream show,
right.
Maurice Brown Comedy Hour.
Yes.
I do. Yeah, why don't you tell me a little bit about that and who's coming up and how people can find you?
So this show is now on Roku. It's actually on the Creative Motion Network, which is a part of Roku. And I have a series library up there. Rhonda Corey is a part of it. And I focus on faith-based entertainers, usually comedians. But if you're an actor or whatever your art form is in entertainment and you're faith-based, I feature you on my show to try to get you some visibility. Next Tuesday at 12 noon, it's the very funny Jennifer O'Brien.
Oh, we love her here.
Yeah.
We love
Jennifer is hysterical. She's got a show called Wives of the Quarantine.
Yeah.
Where she plays.
I have, as a matter of fact, I have her mask.
There it is.
Wives of the Quarantine.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
You gotta love it. Shout out to Jennifer. She's got 5 characters that she portrays in that series. So you gotta check that out. She'll be gotta love her. Roxy's really an interesting character.
I love her.
They're all funny. But so anyway, she'll be on 12 noon next week, and at 4, the very funny and fabulous and talented Scott Wood, Mr. Punchline, out of San Diego, is going to be on the show. So check it out. That's going to be on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and my fan page, MB Entertainment, at MB Entertainment on Facebook Live. And so check it out. Check those out. And again, I guess 2 days after that, it will appear on Roku. So check it out. The Maurice Brown Show.
Sounds fun. Yay. That sounds fun. See, you guys, there is some great stuff to watch out there. Like Talk is Cheap. There are some great things to watch. So on Talk is Cheap, Maurice, we like to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
One of the things I like to do is I like to have somebody come on and give some kind of information that you can take away. And so we're going to try to do that tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're definitely going to
give it a shot. We'll give it a shot, Rhonda. Why not?
It was supposed to be magic. It's going to be magic in its own way. But So my next guest, he's a stand-up comedian. He's an improviser. He's a comedy instructor. He's a video producer. He was the former Miss Universe contestant, and he is my yes man because I'm very grateful to have him say yes, that he would come on our show when he's replacing magic. I'm sorry, you guys. But people throw the backs out. That's what happens. We have to.
It happens. When you get our age, Rhonda, it really happens.
Yeah, I know. This guy's young. Wait until he finds out. I didn't want to tell him, oh, don't worry, it just gets worse. I didn't tell him that. But
Good
anyway.
for you, Rhonda. Good for you. Good. Way to spare the man.
Try to keep it positive. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's bring him up. Please welcome my friend, Brian Kahatsu. You might have seen him last week, but you're going to see him again. He's been on my show 6 times. He's amazing.
Wow.
Here he is, Brian. Welcome.
All right, Brian.
Well, hello again.
What's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm glad to be back. I'm the first back-to-back, right?
Yes, you were the very first back-to-back. He co-hosted with me on my 40th episode last week, Maurice, which was a fabulous show. I'm not gonna lie, it was so good. We had so many fun guests on, and we had clips on from all the previous shows, and we had a great huge game at the end, Go Fetch with multiplayers, first ever. And Brian was on my very first show to co-host, and he was on my 40th show to co-host, and now he's on my 41st show to give us some pro tips.
Wow, pretty
Got to
awesome.
do every 40th show, and then it restarts again, apparently. So I'll see you at 80. And I don't know. I just put my name down as a replacement guest because that kind of has happened a few times. So I figured it's a good place to be. I'm always standing in the wings.
Yes. Okay. That's very humble very, very humble of you to do
I'm just happy to be here again. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, because there's so many bookings out there. But hey, you do have some special news for us. So don't forget, we don't wait, you guys. We're not gonna talk about it yet. But he does have some special news to share with us
because we believe it or not, last week's show was an hour and a half long.
It was the longest show I've ever had.
Right. It was a supersized episode. It's like, that's the length of a movie, right?
Right.
And we still didn't say what we're going to say today, which is funny because we ran out of time. So, but I promise I'm going to be short and sweet and get out of here, and you guys can do your thing because contractually she has to have me on at least once a week. So
okay. Well, listen, we have to check on Chewy. Chewy had his quiet moments. They are not a sponsor, but they help us on our show. So this is Quiet Moments. He had some, and let's see how Chewy. Let's check in on Chewy. Here's the Chewy cam. Let's see. Oh, there he is. There's the Chewster. Hi, Chewy. Yep, he's doing really well. He's sleeping and he's breathing, you guys. So don't worry. He had a few Doritos, that's in his contract, and he's always right next to me. And last week our show was so long that he woke up at the end, so we want to keep him sleeping. So okay, Chewy, I know everybody loves Chewy, and they wait for him to come on, and so yeah.
Well, you gotta love Chewy, Rhonda.
You gotta love him. He's the best dog.
You gotta love Chewy,
except for when he starts to be a pain, and he thinks I'm his butler, but that's another story. All right, Chewy. Oops. That he's not twitching. That's just the fan blowing on him. I just want everyone to know it's not.
That's good to know, Rhonda. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's not a reaction to the quiet moments. Yes. All right, Brian, let's get into it. What are you going to share with us tonight?
there were several things I was going to share, but then I thought, you know what, let's just be realistic about what's going on here. So as a replacement guest, I thought this is where we'll talk is, it's diversifying like yourself, what you do. One thing for comics to diversify themselves and the things to do, like Maurice, you do stand-up, you do movies, and you've got a lot of things going on. You put shows together, and that's just you as your comedic body. I'm sure you as an individual, I don't know you that well yet, but we'll get to know each other. But there's a lot of different things you do. Rhonda, I know you. But Rhonda and I, this has kind of been a journey for us in that you wanted to start the show and you didn't have all the knowledge about that. And so you called me and I was happy to help you out with this where I could. But you really took the ball and ran with it. And I think let's just have a conversation about diversifying yourself, but also facing those challenges and how do you go about changing yourself. I'm not a licensed therapist or anything else. It's from a comedic standpoint only. So as an improviser and an improv teacher, there's a lot of those techniques you can use like in your everyday life that help you. And we've been doing that, Rhonda. We've got I'm trying to figure out how to do improv classes online. It's not the same. So Rhonda and a few other fine people have taken a bullet to learn improv online and see how that goes. So, but Rhonda's been great. This should have been last week, but I'm going to embellish on you for a moment, Rhonda. You really took this show with idea, formulated, worked out all the bugs, the kinks, and stayed true to it and stayed on it week after week after week, never gave up. And here you're 40, going on your 50th episode soon. And it's just fantastic. Kudos to you for all that great work. That's kind of what we want to talk about, Rhonda. Maurice, this is a different time with the pandemic, and so everyone is forced to think outside of the box. So I know, for comedy and for shows, what do you do? The online thing is interesting for a show perspective.
For a comedy show, you mean? Yeah.
Because it's not the same as a live experience. So just anybody watching this, if you're a comic, that's one thing, but even as an individual, what you do for your normal job or your friendships and how do you keep in touch with everybody? So I'm going to get through my 3 tips basically, and then we can just talk is, you got to get out of your comfort zone. And that's like from an improv perspective, that's what you always do is you got to force yourself to do the thing you don't want to do, whether it's writing, whether it's exercising, whether it's taking a class, whether it's, eating better, whatever it may be. You got to do those things and force yourself to do it, especially now when you have the time. It's hard, but you got to do it. Think outside of the box. You got to really think. Don't think like you used to think. Think new. That's that thinking outside of the box and getting out of that comfort zone. They go hand in hand. That you've got to literally. I was helping my wife fix something on her vehicle, and I was laying down. And as I was laying down from a different perspective, looking at the garage, I had a flood of ideas, and I'm like, even visually, that kind of sparks it. So then that's a literal change of perspective at that point. And then all this boils down to is taking risks. So find the thing that you like, take an online class, research YouTube. So, anything you want is there at your fingertips, learn something and then take a risk and try it. I mean, I didn't start doing comedy until I was 38. When I started doing improv, I was 41 when I started doing stand-up, and I'm 42 now. No, and but
and a liar,
and a big liar. Improv. But that is like I never envisioned that for myself, and this isn't a pat myself on the back thing, but I took a chance and little chances, and then the chances and the risks get bigger and bigger, and you kind of, formulate the life you want for yourself and how you kind of see it. So, and you guys both are doing that. You both have your shows, and you're meeting people. That's the great thing. You meet people and you learn new things and new skills, and you get new interests from the people you meet. And there, I've talked enough. Too much talking.
Well, Brian, I like what you said about getting out of your comfort zone. Number one, just to be a stand-up comic is just a huge step outside of that. You can be. I know a lot of people that are funny at dinner parties or in front of the Starbucks or at the dinner table or in the break room at work. Hilarious. I mean, really, really funny.
Yeah.
But they will never, take that next step. And hey man, you should get on stage. I mean, I think you'd be great, and they don't want to be part of that. And that's a part of breaking out of your comfort zone And because it's a different ball game, you try to make people total strangers like you.
Right.
You know, that's a whole other ball game. Then on top of that, within the realm of stand up, it's like, okay, well, try that room. You know, you only do these kind of rooms.
Yeah.
Try that room.
Right.
You know, and it stretches you. You know, it's like, oh man, you know, wow. And then you kind of learn how to adapt and change some things up, which involves a lot of pain because you're gonna get rejected a lot trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, it takes getting out of your comfort zone to raise your comedy to its highest levels. You know,
Exactly.
or you'll never progress.
Yeah.
Right.
And failing, you have to fail. You fail forward, because that's the whole thing with comedy too. If you don't know if something works until you try it and you find out, no, it doesn't work that way. So let me try it differently. And you have to do it in front of people. So it is definitely a step out of your comfort zone. And just, you know, you started your show, Maurice, during the pandemic. Am I correct?
I did. I did. The pandemic forced me to do something I had in the back of my mind for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But I was so focused on getting out to the shows and, you know, just chasing show after show. It just kept getting further and further back on the back burner. So I said, you know, okay, here's my chance to really do this. And I had to do what you did, Rhonda, to learn this virtual platform and how it works and all those different things. And then now I've got comedy friends in Italy and the Philippines. And, you know, it's like I'm touching places that I never would have dreamed of being able to touch if I had never gotten involved with this. So now I've added something to my toolbox for when we go back, whenever that is. You know, I'm taking some positive things back with me. That's going to make me a better performer, an entertainer all the way around.
Well, and you've got a whole new skill set as a show host, and now that's a different thing when you're reaching out to people to be a guest and that. I mean, it's a different side of you and it's a different approach. It's not just comics going, you want to do my show? Okay, come on. You know, and you're doing your live shows, but then when you do a show like online, there are parameters to, you know, the cameras and the microphones and how it's got to look and, you know, checking the equipment, make sure you're not having any problems. There's a comment here, Leslie Robb. It said, okay, Brian, I'll take back my clubs intimidate me comment. Yay, Leslie.
Good for you, Les.
All right.
I mean,
good.
Just work that muscle. I know what you're saying about working the clubs and stuff, but you stay true to who you are. You'll be fine. You just do, do Leslie, you'll be fine.
The one thing that I've learned about, I mean, we are clean performers. So when you're in that environment, you know, you if you're willing to just go in there and do what you do, the crowd doesn't care about anything but funny.
Yeah.
I learned that too. They really don't care. As long as you're funny, they'll laugh. I mean, and they will laugh uproariously too. They don't care about the expletives and the profane, you know, words that are used a lot of times. You just have to have confidence in your stuff. Go in there and just hit the gas. Don't leave anything on that stage. You give it everything you got. Pour yourself into that set. Number one, have fun. Just start with that. Have fun. Relax. You're supposed to be having fun up here. And just let it rip. And that they don't care. Audiences really don't care as long as you're good at what you're doing and authentic.
Maurice, I'm so excited now. I want to go do a show. You got me all pumped up now. I'm like, yes.
All pumped up with nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Oh my gosh. I know, every time it's so funny. Like, I'm wherever we're at and we see, like, you know, maybe somebody just playing an instrument. We're at a restaurant, whatever. I'm like, there's a mic. Give me 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I tell my husband, I'm like, I'm going to go do 10 minutes.
And then Rhonda pulls out her card that's got her intro. Just, you don't have to read it verbatim, but if you could just, it'd be great.
But it's true though, you know, you do have to take those steps, like you get out of your comfort zone, like you were saying. And you know, thankfully I did have Brian to help me start this show. He did help, you know, behind the scenes, and he was there to be my first co-host, and I'm very grateful to him for that. And but it was like, I just, like you said, you had this idea. I always wanted to do something like this, and I wanted to do something a little different. I'm not the best interviewer. You're a great interviewer. I wanted to do something that was a little more, like had some variety in it, so sometimes we have some musical guests on and we play games. You'll find out about that later, Maurice. But but anyway, yeah. So
again, you better stretch out, Maurice.
I think I'm going to take your word on that, Brian. I'll tell
if you pull a hammy, we're never going to hear the end of it.
I got to get ready, Brian. That's the fourth time you said that.
We have no insurance here on Talk is Cheap. We have nothing. We have
Talk is cheap and the insurance is worse, is what she's saying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's true.
Talk is cheap, literally true. My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to end by saying, everyone swing for the fence and just think outside of the box and go out there and try it. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing
that's
to lose.
awesome, Brian.
Great advice, Brian. Great advice, man. You just got to go out there and let it rip, man. And I tell you right now, working in DC with a younger crowd, I'm 56. And I learned the hard way after many bombs that, okay, this is what this crowd likes, without being rude, crude, and profane and crass, but learning what it is that make them tick and then attacking it.
Right.
And then and all of a sudden I'm able to go into that demographic and do pretty well, but you have to be willing to take a lot of losses to figure it out.
Yeah.
Build that palace up, I think,
Yeah.
Take your licks.
You got to take your licks.
Hey, so Rhonda, we should make the announcement now? It's not
Brian,
that big of a deal.
It is too a big deal. I'm so proud of you and I'm so excited. All right. Are you ready, you guys? We have a big announcement. Wait, I might have a drum roll. Hold on. I don't know.
So I shared something with you there.
That's the doorbell. That's the doorbell. Oh, wait. No, that's a baby crying.
Let me just, before you do anything, let me just say, the only reason I'm doing this is because I promised I would say what I'm saying on your show instead of doing a Facebook post. So this is a Talk is Cheap exclusive is what I'm saying.
Okay, ready? All right. Talk is cheap. Here we go, you guys. Here it is.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah.
All
right, Brian. That's awesome, man. I love it.
And because of COVID, it'll probably only be me. Comic stuff. So
that's really cool.
Exciting. October 23rd, you guys. Make sure you download the Dry Bar app. And of course you can watch a lot of funny comics, and a lot of times they will stream live to their app. So
I think I just saw they're doing something different because of COVID. It's a limited audience, so they're actually going to do a Facebook. I think it's a paid Facebook thing. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Sketchy almost.
That's really exciting. We're so proud of you, Brian.
That is awesome. Congratulations, Brian. That is an awesome accomplishment, man. I love it. I absolutely love it, dude. When did you actually do the filming?
So October 23rd, I will do the filming. The funny thing is we were all ready to go originally April 11th.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But I got everything sent. All my information and all that stuff was in March, 13th. And then on the 14th, everything closed. So I literally signed my contract and then they said, oh, everything's canceled. So just riding that wave right now. So it's all good. But
to congratulate you, Leslie.
Thank you guys.
Karen.
That is awesome. That's awesome, man.
Again, I just did it to kind of, this is a teaser for Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. I would just put this on your show, so nobody else knows unless they watch your show. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Nobody else knows. Just you find people from Talk is Cheap.
All the Talk is Cheap viewers.
How long is your set going to be, Brian?
They're telling us 20 to 25.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, I'm letting them use all my material.
Good stuff.
I'm doing
good stuff. Very difficult to get on that show, and that's a great accomplishment. I mean, you just got to keep sending your stuff in, and you have to have quality content that they can see and evaluate, and all those different things. The hoops that you have to jump through and get up there. So good for you, man. God bless you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Maurice. Thank you, Rhonda. I've been on too long. Go have
All
fun.
right, we'll see you. We'll
Stretch out, Maurice. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Thanks, Brian.
All right.
Thank
Very
All
good.
right, bye, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So this is the portion of the show that we bring our featured guest out. She
Okay.
is the winner of the 2019 Southern Oklahoma Comedy Showdown. She's been an extra in several films, including the very iconic Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, nice.
And she can do an amazing impression of the Black Stallion. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll find out. Please welcome us back to Talk is Cheap, Michelle Van Dusen.
All
Okay,
right,
so go ahead and pick a card. Any card. Card.
You're not doing
your
the
card.
portion, are you?
So,
Funny. Oh my gosh, Michelle,
Was
we're
it this
glad
one?
you're here. We are so glad. Yeah, that was the one. Leslie said, Michelle, whoop whoop. I said you said that, Leslie. I don't know if that's what, but to me, that's how I interpreted it. So Maurice, you've never met Michelle. See how I love these shows? I get to connect
it's the first time.
people. Yeah. So Michelle is from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay. Wow.
Oklahoma. I won't sing it.
Don't meet a lot of people from Oklahoma typically. Very cool.
No, you're not from Oklahoma. Well, here you go. Because Maurice, you're originally from, I'm pointing. You're originally from Chicago, am I right?
No, I'm originally from North Carolina.
Oh, okay, North Carolina. But did you live in Chicago? Why do I have Chicago?
I don't know.
Well, you know what?
I do have a lot of family in Chicago. Maybe I may have mentioned
that's
that
what it
before.
is, Maurice. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go along. That's what I do. Okay. If I don't know something, I pretend I do and I just make it up because that always works. Not really. Oh,
Yes.
Well, Michelle. Michelle is from Chicago, so I was trying to make that whole connection. She went to Washington, D.C. on a class trip once, so maybe that's it.
Probably, yes.
I don't know. I just make it up as I go along. Whatever. Hey, June Colson, I love you, June. She says Michelle's one of the best friends any comedian or anybody could ever ask for, and now you owe June money. I already put it down. I took it down. It's there. It's there. It's in black and white there. So
see, Rhonda, I'm wearing your favorite
what?
shirt. I'm wearing your favorite shirt tonight.
I do like that
The whole
shirt.
jungle thing.
Yeah,
Very
That's why I was
nice
wearing
shirt.
that.
what do I call that shirt?
The zoo.
What do I call that shirt? You're a little. Yeah, no, yeah.
Either
Weren't you like the hat, like a straw hat?
Yeah,
I don't know.
this one.
Yeah, you look like yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you've got a kind of an Inspector Clouseau look with that hat. Very cool.
Or she could train animals or something. I don't know. She looks like train a couple of like wild tigers or something. Maybe you shouldn't though. Don't do it.
No.
Hey, so one of my favorite things to do on Talk is Cheap. People love this. I love it because see, here in my home, no one plays games with me. So I've included a segment on Talk is Cheap called You've Got Game. And tonight's game, we're going to open the old toy box. That's right.
Oh boy, here we go.
Box. All right, guys. So the object of the game is obviously to win. You want to win.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how we do it here. But what we're going to do is we're going to put up a picture of a toy, and then you are going to have to guess what that toy is. Okay. It could be it's toys from the past. They're not really recent toys, so because they don't even have.
I would hope so, Rhonda.
I know because
really
because all the toys now are like electronic. I mean, this is when we used to have like
Yes.
real toys, right? All right. So we used to do a coin toss. I caught myself this time. A coin toss, but there's a shortage on coins. So now we have you pick a number between 1 and 10, Maurice, Alex, my producer, who was sitting right next to me, never seen on camera, except for once he was seen letting the dog out because it was an emergency. No, never see his face. He doesn't talk. He raises his hands and stuff. He tells me how many. So you're going to pick a number between 1 and 10. And okay, I'm writing that number down right now. I'm holding it up here. Oh, I wrote it on the wrong side. So I'm writing it down again. And okay, I have it covered. So you can tell I'm not lying. Not that I'm a liar like Brian about his age, but all right, Maurice, since you are our first time guest on Talk is Cheap, I will let you guess the number. This is my magic.
Number 4.
4. And Michelle?
4. Is it 5?
5. It's not 5, it is 3. And so Maurice, you are going to go first, and you will get to pass or play. All right. So all right.
Okay.
Would you like to pick? You don't get to see it first, but would you like to pass or play?
You should play.
I would like to play.
He's gonna play. All right. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, it's funny. Your name's both start with M. Look at this. I'm like, I know my alphabet. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not get mixed up, Rhonda. All right. Okay. All right. Here we are. Toy box. Here's our first toy. Alex, put up our first toy. All right. Do you know what that is, Maurice?
Let's see. Waiting for it to manifest itself. Let's see. Do I know what toy that is? Wow. Whoa. You got me on that one, Rhonda.
All right. Michelle, do you want to pick up a point? Do you know what this is?
Yes, I would like to say Light Bright for 500.
Light Bright is the correct answer. Michelle is on
wow.
the board.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Cherie says Light Bright. Patricia says
Wow.
Light Bright. Yes, but you guys spelled it wrong. They don't spell bright right.
No.
That's funny. I just said it a little wrong.
It's Littebrite, right?
That's
Light
right.
Bright. Yeah.
That's right.
I remember
Yes.
that game. I never played it, but I remember it now.
I
Yeah.
know. I never had one either, but whatever. They'll have to talk about that in therapy this week. All right, Michelle. Michelle, are you ready? Yes, Patricia, you spelled it right now. You spelled it right wrong because that's how it's done. Anyway, all right.
Hold my Lego girl. I'm ready.
All right. Oh, is that is for help. Okay, ready? Alex, put it up. All right. What is this toy?
Spirograph. Spiro. It's that little thing that you do the little.
Yeah. What is
spiral. I can't. Spiro.
You said it. You did say it.
Did I? The spirograph or the spirograph?
Spirograph. Yep, it's spirograph. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you know that?
Okay.
Did you know what that was?
I didn't know that one either. Spyro something, but not the whole thing. Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah,
I definitely remember it.
I had that. That was so fun. Kids, this is what we used to do. We used to take a pen. If you got all different colored pens, we'd put it on a piece of paper and go like this. And this was our game. Okay, people? This is what we used to amuse ourselves with. Kids
it was very cool too.
It was fun. It would do all kinds of different things. If you had different colors from the different pens before they ran out of ink. Have a lot of ink in those pens. We played them in parts. All right, Maurice, you're up.
Okay.
Are you ready? All right.
I'm ready.
Okay,
Yes.
ready, Alex? Oh, do you know what this is?
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. You know what? I cannot. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't call it. I cannot call this thing.
How about you guys out there? Do you guys know what it is? Michelle knows what it is. She's like chomping at the bit. Oh, I didn't even tell you what you guys are playing for either. I will after this. Cherie. All right.
Is it a Furby? Is it a Furby?
It is a Furby. It is a Furby. to get some help from our audience. That's all right. We'll give it to you. It is a Furby.
Thanks, Sherry.
Sheree says Furby or the devil. Let me tell you something. Yeah, Jew knew it was a Furby. Can I just tell you something? This thing was kind of freaky because it was like animatronic kind of a thing, and it would talk, right? It would just talk and the mouth would move. And so they actually had him when my son was little, and it used to freak him out. So I'd say we'd take out the Furby and he was so adorable. You'd be like, no, thanks. Like he was really little. He was a poor kid. Like we traumatized him with the Furby, but and then that's what we do for our amusement. So he's in therapy now because of that.
Yeah, I understand, Rhonda. I understand. Those are some odd looking creatures. They were.
Well, it shouldn't have. First of all, it's freaky looking, and then it shouldn't be talking like whatever. I don't know the noise it made. It was freaky, but it was fun. That's what we do. We traumatized our child. I feel bad. Anyway, so you guys don't even know what Maurice, you don't know what you're playing for, but this is huge here on Talk is Cheap.
Okay.
You are playing for the very coveted Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer, 100% clean comedy with Rhonda Corey. That's right. Clean hands, clean comedy, clean heart. Something. I don't know.
I can't think of a better gift and reward to have in this day and time of the pandemic than a bottle of 100% clean comedy sanitizer. I love it, Rhonda. Let's go.
All right. And you guys out there, anyone out there that wants to win, you can win too. All you have to do is share episode 41 or like the Rhonda Corey comedy page. Let me know about it. And I'd love to find out. That's the Rhonda Corey Comedy Hand Sanitizer, 100% clean comedy with Rhonda Corey. I also do shows. Okay. When they're actually people that will come to a show. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. All right, Alex, let's see. All right, Alex, we're ready. They're chomping at the bit for the next. All right, who's up here? Michelle, are you up? Michelle? Mm-hmm. Okay, yep. I'm not good at keeping track about anything. Oh, yes, that's right, Cherie. That Furby did say feed me. It was freaky. All right, Michelle. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Do you know what this is?
Oh, good Lord. I do. I know what it is.
Very popular.
What?
It was very popular.
It was very, very popular, and I never had one.
For a brief period of time.
I never got to have one because I don't like vegetables. So Cabbage Patch Doll was not something I ever wanted to have.
It was a Cabbage Patch Doll. Very good.
Oh my gosh,
she's killing it. She's killing it.
Wow, good job, Michelle. I didn't even. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a Cabbage Patch Doll.
Yeah.
Well, you probably didn't care about those, Maurice.
I probably didn't at all.
Yeah, I don't even think that was when I was a kid. I think that was when other people were kids. But whatever.
This is all I remember about the Cabbage Patch.
Oh,
that's
are you
the only thing.
You're
Yeah.
gonna do the Cabbage Patch?
Yeah. That's all I remember.
I know that. I know that from my days in the club. Maurice and I were Cabbage Patching. All right, Michelle didn't know what that was. Whatever. She was going to be a nun, so she didn't. Anyway, okay. Hold on a second.
Oh man. Wow.
All right. Let's go. I love this. Yes, it was a Cabbage Patch. Cherie, very good. All right, let's put up our next. All right, this goes to Maurice. Do you know what that is?
Oh yeah, that's Stretch Armstrong.
That is Stretch Armstrong. Awesome. You got it. Did you know what that was, Michelle?
I did. Had one, broke it.
They're like, did you stretch it until you tried to stretch it until like you killed it, right? Like until
we did.
Oh yeah. Those things were destroyed. They never stood a chance with us kids back in the day, Rhonda.
No.
They didn't stand a chance.
Challenge. Like, oh, you can stretch it and it stretches. It's like, we'll kill it and we will show you how, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Poor Stretch.
Poor Stretch. We stretched him out. All right, Michelle, are you ready?
Okay, I am.
Take a deep breath, girlfriend. All right. Oh, Oh, this was big. This was big. This was big.
Dink, dink, dink.
Mm-hmm.
The very first Atari game, because it was the only one that it came out with. You know, it was like the entire console. So I want to say Pong.
The correct answer is Pong. You are correct, Michelle. You're just
wow. Good job, Michelle.
Did you know that, Maurice? Did you know that?
I did know it was Pong. I knew the game was by Atari. I was just going to call it tennis, but I did know it was Pong. Very good, Michelle.
Pong. Yeah.
The history of that is the very first game ever created. My dad was an engineer, and so he used to work for Williams, where they made games and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I know a little bit about the history of stuff, of just those little things.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
And I hated the game. I hated it.
Well, it was.
Is that right? Really? I rather
funny.
enjoyed it.
We didn't have one, you know. Here we go again, but we couldn't afford that. But other people, you hung around with people that could, and
we were so starved for electronics back. That game was mesmerizing, and you're right. It was just ping, ping. I mean, so boring, and we loved it.
Can you imagine?
I was playing with the light bright.
Can you imagine the kids today playing that? Like, look, you guys, they would just laugh at you. Now they have they have those 3D games. Like, I can't even watch them. I get sick. Like, I get motion sick.
Oh gosh, it's into another stratosphere now. Yeah, they laugh their heads off at us.
Oh yeah, you guys, check this out. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. They don't know. They have no idea. All right, this is for Michelle, right? No, this is for Maurice. Maurice. Okay. All right, Maurice.
Okay.
All right, and do you know what that is?
You know what? I know what the darn thing is. I don't know what you call it though. So I don't know that one. I've seen it many times.
Do you remember what you would do with it?
Well, it's supposed to tell you what mood you're in and that type of deal. You kind of shake it around, and then a number will come up or something with, I guess, a mood, maybe.
You'd ask it a question. You would ask it a question.
Okay.
What? All right. What is it, Michelle?
It's the Magic 8 Ball.
It is the Magic 8 Ball. That is correct. And Cherie knew it was a Magic 8 Ball.
Magic 8 Ball.
June,
got it.
You know that.
Sherry and June, I should have been looking at you guys. Doggone it. Yeah, I'd seen it before many times.
You would shake it, and it's actually.
He knew what to do with it, so he gets the point because he knew. Shake it.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I cheat here. With points. Yes. I do. I cheat because I guess it's
your show.
Everybody here gets a trophy. Kind of, you know. You have everybody here. We're going, you know, we're in 2020, so everybody gets a trophy. All right, so go ahead. How many more do we have? We have. All right, Michelle, are you ready?
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Well, it's got a broken wheel there.
There's no broken wheel.
It's a broken pedal. Is
it is a broken pedal, but you know, it's old. This is
supposed to be the big wheel, but I don't know if this actually is a big wheel.
It's a big wheel.
It looks like a different brand.
It's a big wheel. You got it, Michelle. You got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you're right. Okay. but the pedal, yeah. See, these guys know. June knew it was a big wheel. I knew it was a big wheel. Did you know what that was? Did you know it was a big wheel, Maurice?
I did know that one.
Yeah. So, all right.
But you got it, Michelle. Good stuff.
All right.
Thank you. I love toys.
She likes toys. Yeah. So she kind of has an unfair advantage because she's
got toys here. I got toys.
She has toys in her house, and they're not for the kids. I
got a squeeze thing. I got toys, and they're at my desk.
Yeah, she does. All right, Maurice, are you ready?
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm ready.
I was a ringer. Sorry.
Maurice says, all right, ready? We're going to give you, double points if you get this.
Okay.
Oh, this game was very fun. It's riveting right now. Everybody's holding their breath. Do you know what? Have you seen this before?
Let's see. Oh, wow. I have definitely seen this darn game and played it a ton of times too. And I cannot remember the darn name. This is ridiculous. I've played it so many times. Oh my gosh. Concentration?
No, these are, Cherie, you're wrong. It is not. I'm like, I have to put, no, Cherie, no, June. And yes, you are wrong. No, Michelle, do you know what it is?
I believe it's Perfection.
It is Perfection. It is Perfection. She really knows. You know what? This is like.
Oh, that's good.
Against a sports person. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like me being up against a sports person because I know nothing about sports at all. And,
yeah. Hey, Michelle, you really do know your stuff with these toys. There's no doubt about that. That's so good.
Is that a good thing? No, I'm just kidding, Michelle.
Well,
no, yeah. Actually,
you know what's good about it? It's like we've all played these games a bunch of times when we were kids. We just can't call it up. But that just says Michelle's just got a great memory. You know, that's really good.
Awesome, Michelle. It's, you know what it is? It's her lucky shirt. Her lucky.
It is.
It's her lucky animal trainer shirt. She's like on a safari right now, and yeah, that's right. You're on a safari, and she knows all the games that. Anyway, I don't know. That makes no sense at all, but we don't have to make sense on Talk is Cheap because it's a free show. All right. Let's see. Michelle, you're up. Michelle, you're up now?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You stole the point from Maurice, which isn't nice. But okay.
Sorry.
That game had a timer on it, right? It had a timer. You had to fit all the little pieces in the right places on the timer, or it would pop up and scare the heck out of you.
Exactly.
Right? It's not for anybody that had, June says, sorry, Maurice, I'm trying to help. We don't want Michelle to get a big head. It's too late. She's very competitive. And you know, she wants the Rhonda Corey Comedy hand sanitizer valued at $5,500. Clean comedy and a clean heart and clean hands. Okay. Anyway. All right. Who did I say is up? You guys have to. Who? Michelle is up. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not getting paid for this gig either, is what I'm saying. All right. Ready, Alex? Put it up. You're in it. Oh.
Ooh.
You know who that is?
Lee Major, the Bionic Man. Right? No,
I can't give that to you. Whoops. It's not the Bionic Man. Maurice, do you know?
Oh,
yes, the $6 million man.
It is the $6 million man. You just tied the whole
right.
thing.
It's because in my head I went straight to Lindsay Wagner. Sorry.
Yeah, she's the Bionic woman.
That's who the $6 million man was dating.
Yes. Well, of
so
course.
you just barely missed it, Michelle.
Lindsay Wagner.
Yeah, but his name is Steve. I've met Lindsay. She's amazing. I've never met him, so
Lee Majors.
I'm not gonna remember.
Lee Majors.
Very good actor. Lee Majors. Very good actor. What was the actress's name that played the Bionic woman?
Yeah, Lindsay Wagner.
Lindsay Wagner. Okay. Yeah.
It was beautiful. Beautiful. You said you've met her, Michelle?
Yes. Yeah. Last year. Just amazing woman, amazing heart. Loves God, loves people, and it's evident in who she talks to and how she talks with them. She's just amazing.
You know, the $6 million man, and has got to be one of the greatest openings for a TV show I think I've ever seen. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Riveting stuff back in the day. I mean, it blew everybody's socks off when we were growing up, I think.
Yeah. And now I get it, because the older you get replacement parts. So there's a lot of $6 million men.
There's a lot of good things about that show, Rhonda. That's for sure.
Yeah. Steve Austin. Yeah, that's right. A man barely alive.
Really alive.
That's right.
All right.
Brian gets those points? No.
How many? All right, Maureen, so you ready?
Ready.
All right. Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I cannot for the life of me think of what that guy is. And I've seen him so many times, and I cannot call this doll's name. I've seen him so many times. So many times. And I cannot, I don't have any, is it Troll?
Yes, it is. I just never have seen a troll like that one before. I don't know if that is supposed to be. Is that
Could you put it under a bridge just so I can see if it fits there? You have a goat to go with it.
Look at the story behind it. So my son helped me gather the photos, and I just said, "Go ahead."
Well, the troll doll knew it was on Zoom, and so he wasn't wearing pants.
He's like,
"Oh my gosh!"
I don't know. I think they're supposed to look like that, but I never looked at the picture. So he said, "Okay." Until now, I don't remember.
We should probably check that on Chewy.
That might have been a special edition.
It was the Clean Show.
We're gonna
Hey
have
June,
to,
Rhonda June. Hey Rhonda June said she thought this was a family show.
and this is live, so I was just I'm very sorry. This now has a rating on it. What's happening?
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And things are falling apart. I am falling apart. Oh my gosh, this was the second time I cried laughing on Talk Is Cheap. But I really, he tried to warn me too. I'm like, that's fine. One more. Hopefully, it's okay. I should really look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's too funny. That was hysterical. Okay. All right, Alex, bring up the next one. Hopefully closed. I don't know. All right, those look harmless.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what that is? It's their
Who's
own.
up? Who's up, Rhonda?
Do you think I even know at this point?
Yeah. Oh man.
Maurice, do you know what it is?
Michelle, I have no idea what that one is.
Okay.
I think these are Polly Pockets.
That is Polly Pockets.
All right.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Good
And
job, Michelle.
You are the winner. I'm still trying to get over that. Oh my gosh. So it's just, we never know what's going to happen at game time. Let's see how Chewy's doing. Chewy is still sleeping. This is a good sign.
Thank goodness Chewy's still sleeping.
Thank goodness he didn't see that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because he's
Chewy's
still
not wearing pants either. What kind of show is this?
I don't know. But hopefully everyone else is. Oh Lord, that was
Oh goodness.
I'm gonna need some quiet moments myself after this. So he tried to warn me, but I didn't listen. All right. We gotta check on and see who's gonna be on Sunday's show. Alex, can you all right, on Sunday's show, my guest co-host will be the very funny Dory McLemore. I can't wait to have her back. And we also have Sean Reynolds will be my featured guest back. And you guys, Cherie Messier is going to be here for our pro tip segment, which I'm super excited about. Cherie Messier.
All right.
So that is awesome.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness. The show we never know what's going to happen here on Talk is Cheap. I need to do a little more reviewing. You guys, it was so much fun. I just want to put up the follows up one more time. If you want to follow Maurice Brown, you should do so right at Maurice Brown on Facebook, Maurice Brown Comedy Hour 2, or 1 or 2 on Instagram, Maurice _Brown on Twitter, and Maurice.
Also, my website at mbecomedy.com.
mbecomedy.com.
Well, reverse the letters. MBE comedy.
You guys, it's mbecomedy.com. Check out his website.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to follow Brian Kahatsu, you can do that. BrianKahatsu.com. KahatsuVideoProductions.com. Brian Kahatsu Comedy on Facebook, Brian Kahatsu on Twitter and Instagram. He's everywhere. He's Brian Kahatsu on YouTube. He's Brian Kahatsu, the replacement guest. He's everything. Also, I want to thank Michelle for being here. Michelle's Comedy, Michelle'sComedy.com. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Comedy.com. Laugh I'm Funny on Facebook and Michelle.Van on Instagram. I'm a mess tonight. Guys, this has been so much fun. Episode 41 is out. We're gonna play what we played week 2. Let's play that video, our special video. Okay.
May the love that you speak be the love that you give. May the love that you show be the love that you live. Even in the moments when you think that nobody's looking. May the love that you speak be the love that you give. May the love that you show be the love that you live. Even in the moments when you think that nobody's looking. I will hold, I will hold, I will hold. Ain't no man, ain't no woman, ain't no thing, no, there ain't nothing going on. Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, I've said a lot of things that don't amount to nothing.